Have made it into the NFL playoffs for the first time in 18 long years.
Going deep, he's got Braylon Edwards. Oh, he dropped the ball. An NFL high 12th dropped pass.
You suck, you jackass.
Colin Sexton as the Cavs' last 17 points, looking for 20. Oh, my!
You're tuning into the We Like Sportz Podcast with Austin, Keith, Peyton, and Riggs. Make sure to stay tuned for your latest sports news on the We Like Sportz Podcast.
My nose. I don't want to play no more.
Why don't you shut the hell up?
And welcome to the We Like Sportz Podcast with Keith Migra, Pat White, and myself, Peyton. We're here today without Riggs. Riggs is going to be calling in eventually today. So, does that mean that Stephen R is making an appearance?
Stephen R and Riggs are the same person. I
No,
don't
they're
know
not.
why you haven't figured this out yet.
What do you mean?
All I'm saying is they had different outfits on last week.
No.
Yeah, they had... One looked like a preacher. The other one looked like Riggs. He didn't have the condom
What does
beanie
Riggs
on.
look like? What does that mean?
He looks like
I
Riggs.
was gonna ask.
Yeah, one looked like Riggs and the other one looked like Riggs with a pastor outfit on.
Well, you
Literally-
think he actually wants to be a pastor?
Riggs or
It's Stephen R.
so Riggs?
No, not Riggs.
Oh, no, I don't think he must be a pastor.
No, so they're two completely different people. It's
No.
simple.
Oh yeah, it's simple.
It's simple.
You're right, it's simple.
Maybe it's like the same person, with different personalities.
Yeah, he might have.
Oh, see,
like,
I'm okay with that.
You ever see
Split
that the
personalities.
movie?
Split.
Yeah.
That's a good
Yeah.
movie. Yep.
You think Stephen R. and Riggs have split personalities?
No,
Is that
he's,
what you're
no,
saying?
No, he's saying Riggs has
Thank
split
you.
personality.
If he can get
One
it.
being Stephen R.
Does
We
he
don't.
have any
Who
others?
knows if
Self
there's any?
explanatory.
Who knows if there's any more left?
But anyways,
Oh.
Stephen R. will end up calling in eventually. For the tip-off, though, guys, it's a really good question. If you could
No,
pick...
it's not.
No, I changed the tip-off. That's the thing.
Oh, okay.
So-
Then maybe it is.
It's better now. If you could pick one athlete ever to have an injury-free career from beginning to end, who would you choose?
Oh, mine's simple.
Oh, wait, say that again. I was listening to the producer.
What was the producer saying?
I really don't know.
Are you still with Betty?
White?
No.
What?
No, you know Stephen R.'s ex-wife, Betty?
White?
You know, I don't know. Ask Stephen R. I never got a last name.
Text Riggs.
He
What is
said-
the, what is the
I tried
controversial
reaching
about-
Stephen R. and he said numbers disconnected.
No, it did not.
I'm dead serious. I have a screenshot.
Oh.
But anyways, the question was, if you could pick one athlete ever to have an injury-free career from beginning to end, who are you picking?
Bruce Jenner. I'm just saying.
What was
he
his
still have his
injury?
penis. Well, if he didn't have, I'm just. All right.
Is that an injury or is that just a dumbass decision?
Yes, I like it. I don't know. I'm not sure. All right, so
That's like self-inflicted. That's for sure.
Right,
I mean, I don't know if he cut it off himself, but
Oh, he did.
it was
He
his
definitely
choice.
did. I think. What is it? What was Caitlyn? I think Caitlyn did it. Oh no, he is Caitlyn now.
Yeah, I just
Never
call
mind.
it Bruce.
Yeah.
This is what gets us canceled.
There is no getting his who's gonna cancel us, Tyler? What the hell's gonna happen? They're gonna put up, dude. If they put up a petition to cancel us, we'll have more people watching us than we ever had before.
Yeah.
So since we're not on a network and nobody can say anything, Bruce Jenner's an it. There you go.
Oh, you caught that?
Yeah. I like it. No one's gonna cancel us.
All right.
Okay, so Tracy McGrady.
Tracy McGrady?
Yeah.
That's actually a legit one.
Yeah.
What would have that career been like if he ended up actually sticking around?
go.
That's actually a really good one.
A top 5 player of all time. Like, that guy was just... He was my favorite player before LeBron came in, and now I don't like LeBron anymore, so Tracy McGrady's my favorite basketball player now.
Dude, last week I said that Pat and you are going to get along just fine.
You're right.
And you guys are just proving my point in the first. Holy shit, the Cavs are leading 34-12.
Oh, so
Against
they
the
woke
Bulls.
up from the Detroit game
Yeah, and they're beating...
where they were losing like 34-9.
Yeah, that's rough. But Tracy McGrady, what team would he be on possibly if he ended up sticking around? Because he wouldn't have ever been like a Rocket. He was with the Magic at one point.
Yeah, but he started in Toronto, went to Orlando. I think he still would have ended up in Houston. Because they went and got him because they had Yao Ming.
Yeah, that is true.
I mean,
Who are you thinking, though, Keith?
Mark Price.
Mark Price.
No,
Was he hurt, though?
I don't know. I have no idea. I just know he was a little white dude that tried to fit it on the court. Was good.
He was good.
He was really good. I don't know. I'd have to go baseball probably. I'd have to think about it.
I can
That's
name
a
you the
tough-
one from
that's a
baseball,
tough-
though.
Who?
Grady Sizemore.
I don't know.
I don't know if I'd pick Grady. He was good. I like.
No,
Grady
like his
Sizemore, but I don't
career,
know
and this
if
is
I
something
would.
that's been out in the public on social media with Grady Sizemore resurfacing again.
From who? You?
No, not me.
Who else is talking about Grady Sizemore?
Literally, he was trending on Twitter, and it wasn't Stephen
Really?
R. Smith's fault. Yeah,
Why was
absolutely.
he trending over what?
Because it was the question about this question. People said Grady Sizemore. I might have stolen the answer from them.
Wow, good for you. I mean, I don't know if I would say Grady Sizemore though. I mean, he was.
But he was always injury prone. He was at one point a leadoff hitter that had 30 home runs.
He definitely had he was a 5-tool player.
Yeah, he had it,
But
but
I don't
he just
know
couldn't
if-
stay healthy.
I don't know if he's that guy. He's like that guy for an Indians fan.
Yeah, I guess it was there's a lot of people out. The Indians
Yeah.
had to have.
Like,
the
think
Indians
about
fans-
Ken Griffey Jr.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, dude,
Like,
the Indians.
Ken
fans-
Griffey Jr. was the one that
That
this
was-
ended
that
up
was
coming
the
up.
best
That,
one.
Yeah.
is that the one that started the Grady Sizemore talk?
It would have had to have been.
Probably,
Because
yeah.
nobody
Yeah.
just randomly started talking about Grady,
Grady
Sizemore.
Sizemore, dude. Grady Sizemore
But-
hasn't talked about.
Unless it
Grady
was like
Sizemore.
Bruce Drennan.
Nope.
I love Grady Sizemore.
Welcome to Cleveland. No,
But
I like it. Like,
It's just that whole entire career, though. It's literally what Bradley Zimmer is now. Nonstop, always injured. And
I don't
can't-
know about, always injured, sure, but Bradley Zimmer hasn't shown an ability to hit a curveball.
Yeah, that is true.
That is very true. Shut up. Don't talk over me.
So, if you got your thought for baseball, who's it gonna be?
I still don't. I don't know. I'd have to. I don't know. That's like a super tough question because you want to see these people. No,
Mine
for
was
one, you don't want to
easy.
see anybody get injured, right?
Well,
That
yeah.
sucks. But I mean, there's so many out there that could have been great, like super great. And Ken Griffey's already great. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
he
no,
was
but
amazing.
think about
if he would have
what
not
he
been
would have been.
Yeah, absolutely. So that's hard. I don't know.
Like somebody, Joe Bish ended up saying Brady Anderson.
Said
Pitt. Okay, make it like simpler. Go sport by sport,
All right.
because it's kind of difficult
Well,
to
that's
answer
even-
that question as a whole.
Let's go by football then, because football I feel like would be the more difficult one. If anything, if you even want to consider it, maybe Calvin Johnson.
Colt McCoy. If he never gets hit by James Harrison. No, Calvin Johnson's a good one.
You got to ask Peyton Hillis about Colt McCoy.
Oh boy.
No, it's a good topic. It's a fun topic. But
Calvin Johnson's a good
Calvin
one.
Johnson,
The
probably,
concussions.
Yeah, like he's a Hall of Famer and only played 7-8 years, and he could have played longer, but instead he broke records for up until the limited career he had. So
Calvin Johnson's a good one. But what about? I don't know how serious his injuries were, but like Priest Holmes.
That'd be a good one. I'm also kind of thinking Larry Johnson. Though,
Larry
because he was-
Johnson.
Yeah,
There you go.
that's another.
Hillis. He's popular because he's white, was good for a season, and got on the cover of Madden.
Oh, we so have to get him on the phone right now. Do you want to get him on the phone and talk?
Honestly, if he's gonna answer,
I mean, is the guy going to tell me I'm wrong?
Yes. Yeah, of course he's gonna. What the hell?
If it was me, I would admit it.
Are you a good talk show host?
No! That's why I'm on this show.
That is true. We scraped the bottom of the barrel for some reason. No, I'm just kidding.
You had to dig a hole in the bottom of the...
No, I don't. Of course, he's going to tell you he's wrong. But Peyton Hillis was decent for that year.
He was beyond
beast.
decent.
he was a monster.
Now, no, take away
And
the
he was
concussions and the
super
injuries,
good
he's been all right.
at Arkansas. Take away the CIA career.
That wasn't true.
Yeah, I know.
That was not.
I know. But it's like, you want to talk about another topic? What's the greatest sports rumor of all time?
Oh, God.
Peyton Hillis wanted to be in the FBI.
I would have
or
to
CIA.
say, and that was started by
That-
Schefter. Who
That
they
was
got.
hilarious.
Did you they got into it? Schefter
Did they
and them.
really?
Oh God, yeah, dude. Because that wasn't what the question was. The question was, after football, what would
What
you
is your-
want to do? What would you want to do? And he said, I think being in the FBI would be a cool career choice.
And it honestly would
And then
be.
he went crazy, oh, he's leaving the NFL for the FBI.
His
And that
new
was
career
just never
choice
said.
is the FBI.
Yeah, no, that stuff was just never ever said, which is funny. But yeah, that is probably one of the greatest rumors.
Yeah.
Then for basketball, you got Tracy McGrady.
Yeah, absolutely.
Who else? All right, hold on. I got to shout out Sean Hatfield because it happens all the time. He said Peyton Vince looks like his favorite vape juice is cookies and cream.
I think Sean.
What does
Hill's
that
right.
mean?
It's honestly anytime, how I had the old man facial hair at one point last year.
Oh, yeah.
He ended up running with that. He ended up running with
What's
the
same thing?
headshots.
Yeah, the headshots.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
I mean, he's not wrong. It would be like the equivalent of a white girl coming in here drinking a pumpkin spice latte. She's a basic white bitch.
So
You're a basic.
Wasn't there was a really good safety that had injury problems.
I mean,
Football.
one retired today, T.J. Ward.
He didn't really have injury problems, and he was never really good.
If he stayed as a Brown, he would have been great.
He would never have a Super Bowl.
Man, that is true.
That is very true.
But for football, there's who
I think with
I want to say
football,
Larry
it's-
Johnson would be the one though because he took place after Priest Holmes, and then from there you ended up having a limited career. He was supposed to be the next
But-
big thing and step in his shoes
Sure,
and run with
but
it.
with football, I think it's hard because there's probably so many.
Yeah.
How many guys blew up a knee? Or to go back to basketball, what's his name? Played for the Warriors again. Sean Livingston.
Sean
if he-
Livingston,
if
or
he
you
wa-
thinking
yeah.
Klay Thompson?
No, Sean Livingston. He blew up his knee when he played for the Clippers. If that never happens, how good does he become?
Yeah, because he's
possible.
just been a natural sixth man
Yeah.
since then. You have any for basketball at all, Keith?
No.
No. Fair enough. And then for baseball, you got two options. You got Ken Griffey, you got Grady Sizemore. But who? That'd be two.
We just can't.
It's hard.
Think
to
of a guy that had Tommy Johns that could never pitch again,
Dude,
or just
think
was
about
never the
Kluber.
same.
Yeah,
If
Kluber.
Kluber wouldn't have got fractured, he's still, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that. That's right there.
I don't.
There's
I
one.
think Kluber got overworked.
He did.
Yeah.
Well, he had to.
20.
I
Oh,
mean,
yeah,
at
sure.
that point, we didn't have a choice. But yeah, you're right. He did get overworked, which put him in that position to get hit and everything. But baseball is so much different than all the other sports because, like he said, Tommy Johns. Think about any pitcher is at Tommy Johns.
Yeah.
That immediately takes 3 years off your career.
I mean,
So-
a Braves player just this week, I forgot what his name was, but he was in the minor league system for 10 years and ended up making here it is. Sean Kazmar Jr. was in the MLB for the first time since September 23rd, 2008.
That's actually a good one. Scott Kazmir.
Yeah, that
He
one
pitched
too.
for the Indians, a lefty.
Yep.
He was good for us for a
Kazmir
season.
was good. What about Perez?
Which one? There's so many
Oliver.
Perez's. Oliver Perez?
I think, or no, I'm not Perez. I'm sorry.
You're thinking
Salazar.
Chris? Oh,
Think about
Salazar?
Salazar.
Yeah.
Salazar was awesome, and he
Yeah,
got
that's a
injured,
good one.
and then he did.
Who-
You don't even hear about him anymore. He just disappeared.
Didn't Barry Zito? Didn't he have injury problems?
Yes.
Because he was.
He had shoulder
He
problems.
was so
yeah.
very
Still,
great.
but that's huge
Yeah.
problem right there. His shoulder.
Well,
think about
anything,
that.
and your arm with a
Oh
pitcher.
yeah. And
So-
then hitting is the same thing. It's awful.
This was actually from, like, going into the topic from earlier. They have a podcast too, Indians Baseball Insider, and they ended up tweeting out about, like, the whole entire, like, whose career ended up shortening, like, the whole topic they were talking about.
So,
and Danny Salazar threw a random baseball game in 2019. Grady Sizemore was good but never great. And right now you have Brian Shaw that's in mid-season form, and Clase is just fun to watch. Like, that's... The Danny Salazar facts aren't even wrong, though, because he ended up pitching, 4 innings for 1 year? That was it? Like 2 years ago in 2019?
Oh, yeah.
When he was in his recovery start, and after that he got designated and never thought of again.
He was never shit after that start against the Rays in the wild card game.
Yeah, and that was one of the first early on, like, moments of his career. Then another one for basketball, too. Somebody mentioned Derrick Rose. What if he was actually healthy?
Yeah, that's a very good one.
He was the number 1 pick overall. Keith, you're watching NASCAR. Are you just watching it for the wrecks?
Yeah. No, this is just a tweet.
Oh, a tweet. Okay. What's a tweet?
Derrick Rose is a very good one.
Ask Riggs. Derrick Rose is our super... Yeah, dude, Derrick Rose is the epitome of what... Dude, Derrick Rose could have been huge.
And he's still
he's
still around.
Oh, yeah. But I mean, like,
But
he doesn't get injured. You're
Yeah.
right. He is everywhere.
Is he... This is going to be a dumb... So Joey Crum's asking where Stephen R. Smith is.
Joey who?
Joey Crum from softball. He's asking where Stephen R. Smith is.
So Riggs?
No, Stephen R. You got to get the right guy. There's 2 different guys.
There's not.
But with Derrick Rose, going back to that...
Well, he's asking where Stephen A. is.
He's
He's probably, like, somewhere in New York.
Yeah, I
Who'd
mean...
you report, Tyler?
Somebody said something, like, nasty, so I blocked.
What was it?
Wow, I wanted to see what it was.
Yeah, me too.
No, you don't.
Was it? Which one was it about?
Nobody. It was about the whole show.
Oh.
But it was things that it pops up and, like, asks, should this be said? And I said no.
Oh, who was it? Was it somebody we know?
No. It
was just a douchebag?
It was, one of the randoms that...
Oh, okay, that happens. Just to let you know, guys,
wish
it's
I would've
because
seen it.
Stephen
I know.
R. is on The Masked Singer, and that's why he decided to make a comment. That's cool. But, anyways, with the Derrick Rose conversation, do you end up comparing him in the same sentence as LeBron James then, too? Does he have that potential if he's healthy?
No, God, no.
Come on.
If he's healthy, though?
No, come
No.
on. Be smart.
You're talking about a point guard.
Be smart.
Yeah,
How tall is Derrick Rose? 6'2"?
probably. He's,
Okay,
probably
how much does he
6'2".
weigh?
We'll pull it up right now.
Maybe 200 pounds?
It doesn't matter what he weighs. It doesn't
210?
matter what he does.
But still from an athlete
This is
perspective.
my point.
No.
6'2".
Nope.
Let's see what Wikipedia says.
So you're
200 pounds.
Oh, wow. Those were great fucking guesses. But, is that a serious question?
I guess off that point,
Just go
no.
dig into your brain today?
I don't think so. But, I mean, is there any other solutions or any other people that you guys think of for the athlete that should have been that one?
Well, I'm sure there's a bunch that we missed, but I feel like we covered enough.
There's 100 of them, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a pretty blanketed question. You know how many great athletes there were? I mean, that got ended.
What if Tony Stewart never would have injured somebody?
Yeah, that is
To
true.
go off your little NASCAR video over there.
What about Matt Tift?
Yeah, that is
What
true,
about
too.
if Tift wouldn't have got injured? He'd still be a driver.
Yeah, that's very true. But changing up topics, though, Keith, are we doing Get in the Ring?
We never. We should have brought up boxing. There had to be something there, or MMA, since
what?
we were going to talk about Jake Paul.
Oh, we still are.
Do we have to talk about that jackass?
Are you Sir Yacht now?
No, I hate them both.
Who?
The Pauls.
Oh.
They're the biggest douchebags on planet Earth.
But
Horrible.
But-
So this is going to be a perfect question then for Get in the Ring.
Okay.
All right, I got to grab my belt.
well, don't go too far.
I got it. I got it. All right, so Pat, you're doing the timing. I'm going to leave this up like this.
Are you defending Paul?
So the topic is Jake Paul, should he legitimately fight boxers now?
Like, should he fight professional boxers?
I'm just going to take this because I'm going to win.
Pull up the time.
So hold on. The question is, should Jake Paul fight professional boxers?
Correct.
Okay.
The answer is no. But go ahead.
So do you want
Well,
me
if you
to go
dislike
first?
the guy,
Sure,
the
you go
answer
first.
should be yes.
No.
Because he's going to get his
Are you-
fucking head knocked off.
Good call. Good call.
But I'm going first.
Go with him. Go ahead.
I want to see the curveball that you throw.
No, I really think he's an idiot. He shouldn't be in the ring at all. He's gonna kill himself.
Oh, okay.
So you're right. Yes, he should play.
All right, start it off, or else Tyler do the bell, one of the two. I don't know what's going on. Ding, ding. All right, so I think Jake Paul should honestly start fighting boxers. I want to see him get in the ring with Nate Diaz, too, and see if he could actually hang.
Nate Diaz isn't a boxer.
I know, he's an MMA fighter, but he called him out, though. He said he could last three rounds. I think Jake Paul could actually hang. I want to see it happen. I just want to see it happen. He's 3-0 right now. Why would you not
He's fought crap people.
Yeah, let him fight somebody real. You could end up making a career out of this. You could make shit into shine.
No, you can't.
You can. I guarantee you.
Put lipstick on a pig. It's
Stop.
a pig. I don't even know how many points you got, but I won. Okay, so listen. No, all right, go ahead.
Hold on, ding ding.
No, there's no way in hell he should fight, dude. The dude is a fake, a fraud. Dude, he claimed that he was bullied at Westlake High School. He was on the Disney Channel, and he said he came up from nothing to everything. He doesn't train right. He is not as hard as he thinks he is. All of these promotions have been garbage promotions for him to get to the level. Nate Diaz? Dude, Nate Diaz would literally make his head touch his ass so many times, he would just be nodding yes for an hour. Like, there's nothing that this guy could do that would ever make me believe that he should step in the ring. I won this now.
Okay, so I wasn't keeping track of points because you said he does that when he's here. So,
Well, yeah.
Here. Nate Diaz isn't a boxer.
Well, no, but neither has half the people he boxed so far.
Agreed.
Right.
Which one's the one
MMA?
that beat Nate Robinson? That was Logan Paul, right?
No, it's Jake Paul.
Was it?
Logan doesn't box.
No, I swear to God, Logan Paul
No.
has a boxing. I'll pull it up right now.
So-
Go on, though.
Where are you?
So Nate Diaz isn't a boxer. And I don't know how, and I'm not saying Jake Paul is either. But
Logan
Jake
Paul, a boxer. He's 0-1
Oh, okay.
Still a
so,
boxer,
So he's
though.
not a boxer.
against KSI.
Oh, yeah. I took KSI in that fight. I won money on it.
Oh, he's
I
a
should've known
YouTuber.
that.
Okay.
Yeah. So Nate Diaz doesn't
25.
box.
I feel old as shit.
People need to understand that boxing and MMA are two completely separate sports.
Yeah.
There's a reason that Conor McGregor didn't stand a chance against Floyd Mayweather.
Yeah, I mean,
Because
going back to
Conor
that
isn't
fight.
a boxer. And when you put those heavier gloves on, it's a lot. You might think, oh my God, it's only 12 ounces or whatever. It's a lot of weight when you're standing there trying to protect your fucking face.
I mean, it's another 8 ounces. I mean, I boxed for years.
So did I.
Like, you can't. An MMA person is going to get lit up in the boxing ring. It's just gonna.
That's my
happen.
point with
Yeah,
Nate
no,
Diaz.
I know. Like, I'm on your side on this one. Nate Diaz. It does like if you want to fight a boxer, he needs to fight a boxer. Like if he wants to be,
He
a
could
boxing
even fight
man,
some low-level amateur.
And I still think I think he-
Somebody that's a boxer.
Like I'm surprised he won. For one, and
I'm not.
Like I just think he's garbage. I think he's a garbage human being.
That I can agree
Paul's
with.
they're just garbage people.
I can get behind that.
Dude, he said, "Listen, we live right next to Westlake, right?
yeah, we're pretty
But-
damn close.
So this dude thinks that he got bullied. He didn't. He was the one doing the bullying, but he's not going to say that.
But he's a fucking Disney star.
That doesn't matter.
Like, no.
So
like,
he had money.
Yeah, like.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's
Like,
all you're saying with that.
He didn't come from nothing. Like that.
No,
just doesn't
exactly.
happen.
Like, I'm not taking a side. That was just to stir you guys up. And it worked. But, like, I mean, he's Westlake getting bullied, allegedly, and he's making how much money for just being on a Disney show that
Where'd you go to high school?
Cuyahoga Heights. That's like me saying that I got bullied when
I
everybody's
don't think
the same
anybody
way.
in Westlake has ever gotten bullied.
No, I don't think so
Like,
either because
genuinely bullied.
everybody's equal and everybody has money over there.
Well, I don't know about everybody. I know some broke-ass people that live in Westlake.
Yeah.
But I don't think he's ever been bullied.
All
Like,
right, so Matt Tiff said I bought a new shirt. Listen, buddy. He's in the Twitter chat. Do you see that?
No, I'm tweeting.
Oh, listen, Matt.
He said it looks nice though.
I hate him so much.
Hi, Matt.
Go back to NASCAR. Not dealing with you today. Ed in Columbus says Jake Paul is Cleveland's toughest since.
Since Stipe got flat and embrace him, Cleveland.
are we gonna put Jake Paul and Stipe Miocic in the same sentence?
Yeah.
Whoever that is, you need to block them.
But that's Stephen R's biggest fan. He knows that there's the difference.
Ed in Columbus is awesome. I think because he put a little crying.
Yeah, he definitely put the emoji.
So I'm really hoping he's king. But Jake Paul is a nobody. Like
Well, he's not a nobody. The dude's fucking loaded.
No, just because you're loaded doesn't mean you're a somebody. When I mean nobody, I mean the dude is garbage. Like he will always fight nobodies. He's not ever gonna go up in the ranks, he's
But did you see him
he's a
knock Nate
troll.
Robinson out?
Yeah,
That
but
shit was funny as fuck.
I mean,
He made him
Like,
do
I
a
think
challenge.
Nate Robinson is still laying on a fucking canvas somewhere.
So I want to know about this T-shirt though.
Oh, so he said that.
Matt also said, "I'm glad Keith prepared his best 3 wristbands today."
I got it.
Those
So
are
go
great.
on.
Why don't we get Matt? Why don't we get Matt on the show? You want to interview Matt? Matt, go ahead, call in. Send him a Zoom link. Let's get Matt on. We can have some fun.
This is the NASCAR guy?
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm
But-
new here.
clearly.
I don't know.
Boy, what about Stephen R. though?
Who's that?
Could we get him? Could we get them both on at the
Riggs.
same time?
Oh, it's Riggs.
No,
Oh,
it's
that's
not
what
Riggs.
it's
Different
called.
guy.
No.
No, different personality.
No, different guy. With multiple personalities. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know what's happening anymore.
You don't. Is this even a show?
It's a show of shows.
Oh.
Don't you and Matt Tiff talk about Friends? The TV
The
show?
TV, that's one of the worst shows ever created.
Do you like Friends?
No, it's terrible.
Do you like Seinfeld?
Yeah,
So the same
Seinfeld's
thing.
fucking hilarious.
There's no difference.
Except for the acting.
Oh, David
the
Schwimmer wasn't
storylines.
too bad.
You actually kind of look like the one dude.
David Schwimmer, right?
I
Or
don't
Chandler
know.
Bing.
I
Well, I mean, if
Maybe.
you talk shit, tell me the right person.
never told you a person. I didn't tell you the wrong
You said
person.
I look like you actually.
I said you
one
look
of
like the
them.
one guy. I just don't know their names.
So you can't say you look like the one guy and expect everybody else to know. It's like,
Well,
you,
if-
you
long
know
as
what? Though
that's-
you do look like that one
It's-
guy. You're right.
Pat
Yeah.
White. But if other people watch Friends, they're gonna know who I'm talking about.
I think so too. You're right. I look like Chandler Bing. Tiff says I'm good. Ed says NASCAR was cool like 20 years ago. Oh.
Yeah, before what's his name died.
Matt.
Wow.
Oh, Matt. Poor Matt.
That was
Dale
rough.
Earnhardt.
Yeah, that was rough.
Dale Earnhardt, yeah, that was. Actually, Tiff, we were talking about cool things that they did, and what do you say?
Hey,
Is-
look,
what
he's
time
here.
is it? Oh, hey, buddy.
Oh, hey,
How you doing?
I'm good.
What's
Just-
wrong with my wristbands? Are you wearing your same bomber jacket?
I am. Yeah,
oh,
but this is
so
the
it's
second
okay
time I've
for
worn
you
this.
to wear it.
Well, but this is only the second time I've worn this, but those wristbands are starting to smell a little bit.
What do they smell like, though?
Yeah.
Oh, bad. They reek and smell from 2 hallways down.
Oh my God, I hate you so much.
Honestly, that makes so much more sense now. I just thought he didn't shower in a minute.
Yeah, right. Like I don't shower.
Well-
I shower 3 times a day.
No,
you
I,
talking about
I
his
would
bracelets?
give him that, but Keith and I actually have the same problem that we both have to immediately go shower when we wake up. So I know it's not that.
That is true. That is true. So we didn't get to do a show yesterday. So talk your piece. What happened? Ask him the question.
What about his T-shirt?
Oh yeah. So on my show, I don't know why, but Keith always wears the exact same 2 T-shirts every single time. Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday. It's a 2 T-shirt rotation. So I'm just excited that today you're wearing a new hoodie. I mean, that's a big expenditure for you.
Wait, is that the same shirt? Does that look familiar to you, Matt?
I can't see. It moves to the left, Keith.
Or else put the laptop down.
Oh yeah, that's one of them.
I just threw something over the shirt. That was all.
Well, you know what? You actually could wear a T-shirt if you're in North Carolina, Keith, because it's not snowing.
Yeah, you're funny. You know what? I was supposed to. When am I coming down there again?
I don't know.
I thought you were gonna let me live with you.
No,
Wasn't
definitely
it?
not.
No, I thought that was the plan.
You have enough square feet in this new place in the studio now to go crash for a little bit, so you'll be okay.
You're a dick. So,
But anyways, I've heard what you're talking about,
Yeah.
and I'm hereby resigning from any Jake Paul fight unless they're paying me like this last guy did, because then I will absolutely go fight Jake Paul.
yes, would you fight?
What's
Jake
the
Paul?
dollar amount?
I mean, I'll do anything for $20.
All right,
So
good,
if Jake
good
Paul,
to know.
I don't even know if I want to go there.
If I ever get a little lonely, I'll get your number from Keith.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just the cuddle.
Just a cuddle. $20, Matt. We
Great,
got you.
great, okay, good.
So quick question. You got a race coming up Sunday, right?
Yeah, I'm actually watching. They're doing the iRacing Pro Invitational right now, so I'm watching that in my living room. So we actually have a virtual car going around right now, and then we race at Talladega this weekend.
So Talladega, big one. What? How you guys expecting it to go down?
Lots of crashes and survive, and should be okay.
Survive should be good. Is
Fair
BJ
enough.
is BJ racing?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. So typically Talladega and Daytona, you wreck half the field, so you wreck millions of dollars worth of cars. The last super speedway race, which is the Daytona 500, we finished our best finish yet. And coming out of turn 4 in the last lap, there was a rear end housing, a fuel cell, 2 tires, and a carcass of a car sitting in the end of the corner. And that's how that race ended. So in a giant fireball. So that's typically how these things go.
So it's safe to say it's a car crash waiting to happen.
Oh, yeah, it's a complete shit show.
You ever watched NASCAR?
No, I have. I just wanted to make it clear, though, in case if you haven't, because you don't seem like a NASCAR guy.
I was a NASCAR guy, and then Dale Earnhardt died.
Yep.
Well, you got to give another shot. Now you got another car in here.
78, right?
Yep, that's right.
What's
well, I'm
the
going to go
driver's
back to
name?
watching this, but I apologize for Keith's horrific stench. And you know what? I will pay Jake Paul $20 to go fight Keith because it'd be funny.
I'll fight Jake Paul. I would absolutely 100% fight Jake Paul.
All right, you heard it here.
For $20?
I'll do it for free.
You're gonna get
I'll give all my money to charity.
You're
Everything else that's
gonna
made to
get
it.
knocked out for...
Sure.
Okay.
Sure.
All right.
But you think are they gonna do a concert in between? Like, what's going on? Like,
Yeah, the Mickey Mouse Club
Did
is
you
gonna
watch
pop
the
out.
whole thing?
Fuck no.
Oh, okay.
I didn't watch any of it. I literally was hoping somebody on Facebook Live would have ended up streaming it.
I mean,
Am I
you
allowed to
coulda
say
just-
that?
You could have just... Never mind.
No, like I ended up like Gary. I had that option. And
Yeah, I had that option too. I wasn't driving an hour to watch fucking Jake
Taking a
Paul.
break.
for a minute. Yeah, we're about to take a break. I know it's getting close. Oh yeah, damn it is really close. But anyways, we'll be back on the We Like Sportz podcast where Keith is the biggest fan of Jake Paul. Stay tuned. He's gonna give him a hug during the break. Don't go anywhere. Riggs, what are you gonna do when you get home? Well, he's gonna manscape. Use the promo code SPORTS with the Z, SPORTZ. Maybe he'll come after this break. Don't go anywhere.
If you're
bored in the house and I'm in the house bored. Bored in the house and I'm in the house bored.
why not play with your balls? Our sponsor today, Manscaped, is here to make sure your balls are smooth while you or your partner are playing with them. Manscaped promotes clean hygiene when it comes to shaving your balls thanks to their Lawnmower 3.0. So a little side note, have you ever cut your balls while shaving them? I have, and that is painful. I would not ever do that again, and I would never shave my balls if it wasn't for Manscaped, because once I started using Manscaped, I no longer had to worry about the bleeding anymore. Also, for any new subscribers, you end up getting replacement blades refilled for your Lawnmower 3.0 trimmer delivered to your door every 3 months, making sure your trimmer always stays fresh and clean. And for a limited time, subscribers get not only 1, but 2 free gifts: the Shed Travel Bag, which is a $39 value, and the high-patented, high-performance, anti-chafing Manscaped Boxer Briefs. This is the perfect package for your perfect package. Get 20% off and free shipping with the code SPORTS with a Z at manscaped.com. That's 20% off with free shipping at Manscaped, and use the code SPORTS. Make playing with your balls the best part of your day. Thanks, Manscaped.
Welcome back to the We Like Sportz Podcast, where we take 15-hour breaks because people can't figure out how to tell time. That was less than a TV commercial break, but hey, F me, right? So, if I can have your attention span for more than 4 minutes, we can jump into it.
Hi, Justin.
You're taking too long.
Hi, Justin.
Boy, that's a long conversation.
I'm sorry. I'll cut myself short next time. But anyways, though, I do want to give him credit, though, because he is going to be a guest in the future, though. Because actually, get this. Get this, though. This is actually kind of neat. So you know how Jarvis Landry does the celebrity softball game?
Yeah.
He is actually going to be a part of the home run derby for that Jarvis Landry.
Cool.
And the dude can hit the fuck out of the ball.
Yeah, he
That's
could.
pretty cool.
Justin, not Jarvis. I don't know what Jarvis probably.
He
can't
could
hit
probably
the ball
catch
at all.
it. Like, if he, do you like have to be good at softball if you're good at football and you're a wide receiver? Like,
Say that again.
like, do you have to be good at softball if you're a wide receiver and your job's to catch?
Okay, let me ask you a question.
Okay.
Have you
You do
ever
this to yourself.
watched like an athlete, like name a sport?
Baseball.
That's not a good example.
Football.
That doesn't help.
Football.
Golf.
Watch a football player swing a golf club.
Yeah, that's like Charles
and
Barkley.
I don't get it. Like, it's not a hard. I mean, it's a hard game, but it's not hard to swing a club.
Yeah.
And you see some of these people out here. I mean, looking like honeymoon dicks. Like, they're just so stiff.
Oh man, that's a good one. I never heard that one before. But anyways, he's actually going to be a part of the home run derby with Jarvis Landry and whatever other celebrities. I want to say Travis Kelce was a
Are there
part
going
of
to be
it.
fans at that?
Honestly, Justin, I got a question.
Hurry, Justin. We don't have a lot of time.
He might not be watching anymore.
Well, yeah, we took a really long break.
7 hours. Actually, we started this show last Wednesday.
But
Thanks for showing up then.
it only
Took
took
a
you a
long
week.
break. It didn't take a week. It took me one segment. I was gone for one segment.
Because if there's fans, that would be
Yes,
something
there
cool to
is.
go
He
to.
said there will be fans.
Tell them to get us tickets.
Get us tickets, please. You gotta throw in the Pete, please.
All right, let's.
But anyways, back to
what-
sports.
Yeah.
So this actually makes
With a
sense.
Z.
Yeah, sports with a Z, because we don't like it the right way.
20% off.
20% off.
Isn't that what it is?
Manscaped.
Oh,
I
yeah?
thought
Okay.
Stephen R. was
I
calling
blanked.
in at 8.
Stephen R. is going to the bathroom, I heard. That's
Is-
it.
People bitch at us about the break, but this dude is taking an 11-minute piss.
He just got done coming.
Oh, that's right. I
Remember?
forgot. He was manscaping.
And then he was going to come after him.
That's right.
Oh, God, I hate myself. But anyways, sports with the Z, 20% off Manscaped. There you go. That's a segue. I got what you're going with now. I'm on the same page.
Ooh.
But Jay Bruce
Retired.
ended up retiring, on Sunday. What, like, honestly, is this just the part when you end up reminiscing about the fact for the 22-game win streak back in 2017?
Yes.
That's the only reason we're talking about Jay Bruce right now.
Yeah.
Do you think somewhere in Indiana someone's hosting a sports podcast? Probably with an S because they're not as cool as us. But do you think they're saying, oh, man, Jay Bruce retired. What are you guys' thoughts? No, we're talking about him because he had that nice base hit down the right field line, walked it off, got his jersey ripped off, and helped us, the Indians, keep history alive, which is awesome.
I mean, do you have anything to add to that before I go to the next question?
No, I mean, I'm just saying honestly.
Same thing.
Yeah.
But, I mean, when you were at, like, when the Indians won Game 22 in a row, where were you at, and what do you remember most from that win streak? Because that's, like, Jay Bruce, like, that's something that's in Cooperstown, though. That jersey that got torn off.
I was at home in my recliner.
Okay.
Like, you could ask me a question, where were you for this? The answer's more than likely going to be at home in my recliner.
That Stipe fight, the one that he didn't lose, where were you at and I was over?
Oh, I was pacing around my house nervously.
He was. He really was. I've never seen a man so pumped up for MMA before.
Yeah, like
and screaming at the TV.
I was walking around my house nervously.
Nothing wrong with that.
But Jay Bruce retiring, honestly, just reminds me back from the win streak that was so much history from that. I ended up being at a wrestling show at the time, and everybody was watching it on their phone. And that's the way it was because we have technology now.
Right.
But that the 23rd, like, honestly, it sucks that the Indians blew their load too early. And they should have ended up carrying that into October, but they didn't. That was 22 games in a row.
We blew prematurely on that one.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That is real. Like, that was a bad.
That's the only reason they were in the postseason. Is because they won 22 in a row.
Right. Like, they were
Like,
not
how
that
many
far
teams
behind.
win 22 in a row?
No, we broke.
Well,
history.
yeah, that was
We
one
broke
of the
history
few.
on that day. And actually, there is like an ongoing debate. The Indians are the first team to actually do that.
Yeah, because there was a tie involved in, I think it was the Giants.
Yes.
Yeah, and it was because of the lights,
It was
too.
the lights.
Yeah.
It was too dark.
Yep. So, switching gears then and going from Jay Bruce and former Cleveland Indian to current Cleveland Indian who actually got shelled last week.
And last night.
Yeah.
Against the same team.
It's bad. But he ended up, after him getting shelled.
While the other guy threw a no-hitter.
Yes. It's so frustrating. We should have seen a perfect game, honestly.
Why?
I'm not okay with it.
Hold on, Ed in Columbus might have had the best comment of the day. I don't trust people with two first names.
Bruce,
I like
Jay.
that. That's right.
What did
Jay
he say
Bruce.
about Trevor Bauer?
Trevor Bauer lost the would-be 23rd game. He's right.
Yeah, I mean that
was in Trevor Bauer's goodbye video.
Yes.
Yeah, Trevor Bauer. That's one of the few things I always back him for. Is always his emotional videos.
Well, yeah, it's because he's a pussy, but other than that, yeah.
I know that's your best friend. How much you love him.
Bauer's a punk. Even when we had our Twitter war, I still won.
You guys had a Twitter war?
Yeah, I called him out. Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah.
Okay, you also had Aubrey Huff on your show one time.
We did.
Once upon a time.
Who?
Aubrey Huff.
Do you watch sports or? I mean, just out of curiosity, I didn't know if you came on here just
baseball, basketball, and football.
Okay, so
I watch golf.
So you don't watch baseball, basketball, or football?
No, he watches it.
So how the hell do you not know who Aubrey Huff is?
Giants first baseman.
Giants first
back
baseman,
in
World
2000s.
Series winner.
Oh, okay. I was thinking more like modern.
No.
Not a guy that retired 10 years ago.
No,
that won a World Series. That's like saying we talk basketball. We don't talk about Michael Jordan too long ago.
We're gonna compare Aubrey Huff and Michael Jordan.
Yes. Are you kidding me?
Aubrey Huff's the GOAT of baseball.
He's pretty damn good. Definitely the best first baseman in a long, long time.
Carlos Santana's pretty good.
Notice how he riled you up, baited you in, and he went.
Got me.
And then there's this one guy that plays for the Kansas City Royals and is only getting $14 million right now.
Oh God.
Yeah. Okay.
Anyways, though, Zach Plesac ended up getting
Why
shelled.
should it have been a perfect game?
I'm not. Everybody that isn't an Indians fan wanted it to be a perfect game. It sounded like what Tom Hamilton was calling the game.
You said want to and should have.
When?
You said it should have been a perfect game.
Yeah, because it ended up
Why should
people
it
were
have
bitching
been?
on Facebook, social media, whatever, and then from there you ended up having them complain about the fact that Roberto Perez ended up leaning into it, blah blah blah.
Throw a better pitch.
Yeah, I'm the same way. Everybody that isn't from
right.
Cleveland though
Like if
wanted to see a
Roberto
perfect
Perez
game.
would have laid down a bunt, okay.
The only thing is everybody want. Yeah, okay, he's right. Throw a better pitch. This is baseball. Like, you're not going to sit there and let the pitcher throw a perfect game. I'm going to lean into the pitch. I would have bunted if I was Perez, too, to be honest. I mean, Perez can't haul ass like that, but I would have bunted, too. Like,
I wouldn't bunt in an 8-0 game.
Oh, I would. Absolutely. I'm not going to let them throw a perfect game against me. Screw that. I don't care if
I'm
Tito
gonna
said
go out there
not
and try to
to.
hit a home run.
Well, that I could see, too, but obviously it didn't work for 9 innings, so I would bunt it.
But Zach Plesac ended up having that experience. One side of the no-hitter, other side going 2/3 of an inning. He said that was the toughest game of his career, and that included high school, college, the minors, and the big leagues all throughout his career.
It's because he pitched like he was in high school, the minors, and then that's why it was the toughest.
I mean,
he pitched like crap. I mean, let's just be honest. Dude,
2 weeks in a row now, like Pat said.
And I get it. Please act in
Against the
front of the
same
show because he's been on before and stuff like that.
Yeah, about a year ago, I think.
But
be better. I don't care if
be
you're
better.
a friend or not.
Dude, be better. Yeah, honestly, be better. He has not thrown like he should. But the same, here's Logan Allen. And Logan Allen, I talk to him on a daily basis. Like, he's just not good. And he get better.
Well, he's just not good yet.
Right. That's what I mean. Get
like,
better.
Aaron Savali is one of the few people that you could actually pick up on. And
Sure.
Like, he's one of those golden opportunities.
Yeah.
Otherwise, hey, look who it is. It's Stephen R.
Oh. So we're doing this now?
He said he's going to do it the whole show, Stephen R. Hey, Stephen R.
Okay, is he still connecting to audio?
No.
Stephen R.
This is going swimmingly.
Here we go.
Yeah, we're good.
We're good.
How's it going, Stephen R? We're talking about baseball.
Take
me out to the ball game. Take me out to the crowd. Mr. Peyton Vince, I want to tell you a happy birthday, and I hope you have a ball, and I hope you get yourself a good woman, and she's a good catch, brother.
Thank you. I appreciate it, Stephen R.
He's got a good woman.
Yeah, now I do.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Pat, is that my man Pat?
Yes, sir.
Pat that didn't think he was gonna say Jack. Pat dressed in all black, AC/DC. How you doing? And there's my man, Keith Money Man, 10 grand man, Migra. How you doing?
I'm good, man. I'm doing good. How are you, Stephen R?
I'm doing pretty good. If your brothers are wondering about my situation that I'm in right now, I'm currently at my at a second homestead of mine, and I decided to go back to one of my roots, and I'm in the good old woodshed, my old man cave, and I'm just sitting around here right now, just looking at a box, a refrigerator. I'm looking at baseballs, speakers, records from all types of people, athletes and artists and musicians. And I'm sitting here and I'm getting my knuckleball ready. Getting my grips so they don't slip.
Stephen R., did you say you're in the band The Roots?
He just said grits. So
that is a good, hey, my man, that is a damn good band. Shout out to my man Questlove of The Roots. That be on Jimmy Fallon late at night. Good band.
All right, Stephen R. So Jay Bruce ended up, this is catching you up on the show. Jay Bruce ended up retiring.
I heard my man calling it quits, correct?
Yes, correct.
And let me tell you something about my man Jay Bruce. Jay Bruce has gave us one hell of 14-run career. The first time I met that man, I had some big lead chew in my mouth. And I took some out and I said, brother, would you like some? He said, no, grape's
out of
not
your
my
mouth
flavor.
or out of the package?
I took it right out of my own mouth because I said, oh, crap, this is one of the greats. I got to give him one of my last. So I took out strip by strip, and I said, Bruce Juice, would you like some of this choo-choo?
Oh, I love it when you're on.
And what did he say, Stephen R.? What did he say?
He looked at me, he said, look, Stephen R., that's not my flavor. But I will take the strawberry, not the Darryl. And he said, when I'm going to go out there and if there's two men on, I'm going to bring them home. And I don't know if I'm going to run the first. And I said, brother, I'm going to give you my legs. I'm going to give you the legs of all the greats. And I want you. That's no shot. That ain't no diss. But yes.
Oh, my God. What? They named a damn disease after him like they don't know he fucked up. He acted like I just said the most offensive thing in the world. It wasn't the most offensive. No, you should hear when I talk about the handicap moron that used to be on the show. He had Lou Gehrig's disease, so I don't want to hear it. His name was Ryan. He's an idiot.
Anyway, Mr.
He's like Lou Gehrig. Oh my God, the whole damn medical dictionary knows what happened to Lou Gehrig. But go ahead.
Anyways. Changing topics now, and I think Stephen R. Everybody's gonna feed off of this topic too.
Right.
Joe Buck.
Oh, good. Let's bring up this
guest hosting Jeopardy. During the summer, and it is an opportunity to be a permanent host of Jeopardy.
Absolutely, if that's what Jeopardy wants to do to piss everybody.
Well, let me tell you something.
I hope he gets the job. Because then I don't have to hear him on football games anymore, and I don't watch Jeopardy. Go ahead, Stephen.
Well, I hope Joe Buck don't suck during Jeopardy TT, because I look at Joe Buck like a certain type of vehicle. He's that vehicle that needs to stay in a certain lane. And if that vehicle can go out of a different lane and merge the correct way in the traffic tick, then man, the sky's the limit. But you better do the speed limit. And I hope he knocks it out of the damn park on his first run.
Oh, Matt Tiff said Joe Buck is greater than me. He is. I think Joe Buck is a great commentator if you're deaf. You put on I'm seriously, if you don't have hearing and just put on the subtitles, you're perfect. It's amazing.
Well, yeah, you could actually see him suck the dick of Kyle Schwarber
what
in
was
2016.
Worse? Yes. What was worse, the Indians losing or having to listen to Joe Buck for 7 games?
Oh man, I don't know. That's a good call. That's a oof. I don't think I've ever been asked such a hard question.
It was the Indians losing, but
I don't
Joe
know.
Buck's a close second.
Yeah, God, yeah, it was awful. It was awful. Who the hell is Salvo Pancakes? What? Oh, he hates Syriac. Oh.
Anyways, Stephen R. So...
Why is he holding that ball like that?
Yeah, you answered Pat's question. Why are you holding that ball like that?
I'm sitting here, I'm practicing on my grip. Because the last time I let my grip go, somebody took my Betty go. You understand what I'm saying? So I got to get my grip so nobody takes my Betty.
Who took your Betty?
Who took my Betty? That producer Tyler took my Betty.
How come I've never seen Betty?
Brother, you've probably seen Betty. Bam, a lamp.
Stephen R. Smith, why do you not have your own show?
Well, because here's the thing. My likenesses cannot be shown on other networks at the moment because I'm not trying to get sentimental, guys. My likenesses can't be shown on other networks because I owe somebody some money. And I'm currently trying to get out of that loan shark situation with this said female mob boss, and I cannot tell her name at the moment. But until I clear up my debt with her, then I could be on other situations on the air. And fellas, I just want to let you know that I don't think the Stephen R. Smith app will be dropping within the next few weeks. I'm gonna have to push it to maybe early summer.
No,
Stephen R.
No.
What happened?
What happened to the app now? What did Amazon do to you?
Amazon, they keep pending my case. And I wonder why they're pending my case. I don't know if it's because they didn't like my posterior stature.
What's posterior mean?
My posterior stature, the way I stand, the way I'm erect.
All right, go ahead. Posterior, I like it.
Stature, the way you stand. Go on.
And so the court case is pending. I owe my attorney money. I owe the DA a little bit of money.
The DA over
I gotta pay the lawyer off. I gotta pay the lawyer off a little bit of money.
You were smuggling.
And on top of that, Uber fees aren't cheap. I owe a few Uber drivers still some money. You got your boys. I ditched a few Uber rides.
Don't you have to pay for that?
Like your boy just took off. I took off like your same boat at a red light one time, just so I can leave an Uber.
But how? You already paid for it. It's not a.
I canceled the trip.
While you were in the car? They don't give refunds for
hey,
that.
Justin Ross said, I will pay this debt for him to watch this every day.
So wait a minute.
Stephen R., what, like, you got a fan base. How do you even have fans? Where did you graduate school again?
I went to PS 420 and a half in New York City. Titty.
How many commas are we talking about and all this money you owe?
If you and your boy number 40 would have answered the door, then we would have talked about that. But now I got to put my business live on air. You want Stephen R. to put the numbers out on air? How much I owe?
Number 40.
I didn't ask an exact amount.
Oh, $300.
Commas.
No commas.
Oh, what?
No commas? What do you owe them, like $10?
I owe $300.
You're not gonna.
Don't you have an EBT card too, Stephen R?
Oh,
hell no.
You sold it, right?
Hell no.
Where'd it go?
It went to the game of baseball.
Ed in Columbus says the R stands for reimburse a brother.
And that's why Ed in Columbus is one of the people that wear the We Like Sportz merchandise too. That's called a plug. Thank you, Ed in Columbus. Man, R for reimbursed.
Matt,
that's a new one. That one I'm going to have to see. That everything happens for a reason. I might have to throw that in my fantastic wordplay and jazz moves with Stephen R. Smith on the Amazon Live app.
You got jazz moves
now? Show me. Is it like the Carlton?
No, it's like I got moves like Jagger sometimes, and I got moves with this ball that I'm working on. You see?
What's a favorite pitch that you've learned so far?
My favorite pitch that I learned so far was how to correctly smack a woman's ass.
Please tell me how you properly smack a woman's ass.
I want to know what the grip looks like.
How you properly? Okay, so with Stephen R., I'm at the mound, correct? Now I don't want to balk it, in which in that term I'm going to mess it up. So I step back. I cut my hand gently. And when your boy cupped the hand gently, I made sure my shoulder blades was tight. I made sure the rotation was good for the night. And then I put my hips into it, and then she bent over, and then you could do it, put your back into it.
Now, do you stop and stare first or not?
I got this from Serena Williams.
You got what from Serena Williams?
This is a tennis racket, Keith.
Sorry. I can't see that far. That's a tennis racket? You got the tennis racket? What kind of tennis racket is that?
I got it from Miss Serena Williams herself.
Well, what kind is it? Because I know the exact.
It's a PX 240 swing.
So it's not from hers.
No,
that's like a $5 racket you buy at Walmart when one of yours breaks when you're playing badminton.
Bro, I'm not a liar. She gave me this at Wimbledon.
At Wimbledon?
Yes, Wimbledon, because she has a sister. They were at Wimbledon.
Stephen R.
And she said, I'm not done, birthday boy. She said, Stephen R. She says that, Pat, you need to say shit. I mean, you need to say Jack. But she said, Stephen. She said, Stephen R. She said, Stephen R, I want you to have some of mine. And I said, baby, what's that? Because I can't take that loving. Because I was with Betty. So she said, Stephen R, I want you to take this tennis racket that I just destroyed Anna Kopylova with. And she signed it for me. Then we went out, we got grilled cheese. And I did a brief paper for her, for ESPN, the magazine.
Can you put the camera on the signature for me?
You signing it now?
All right, we got to take a quick break, Stephen R.
Do we have to, though?
Yes, we do.
Why? Is Riggs coming on?
Yeah, I think Riggs is coming on. He texted me.
Riggs, you might see him a little bit later. He had caught a stomach bug earlier in the week, and it was coming out of both ends from him. I told him, hey, your boy just might have to hold it down like the ICP clowns.
Wait, is it Covidius-19 that you got? I'm sick?
No, he's not with Covidius-19. It's more like Covidius-45.
Anyways, Leo Dan Montero wants to know if Stephen R is related to R. Kelly.
You peeing on people?
Stephen R After Dark, we'll talk about that.
Stephen R
That would
After
be a
Dark.
great show.
Stephen R After Dark. I like it.
And the R stands for?
Rockneys.
And then Columbus says he can't wait for his hoodie to come in.
Well, I'll tell you what.
Ed bought some merch. Give us some love.
Hell yeah, I did that like 10 minutes ago. Ed in Columbus, I love you. Stephen R loves you. Riggs loves you. Keith loves you.
I don't even know you, but you're my friend.
Pat loves you. Tyler, the producer, loves you.
Oh, yeah?
Austin, who doesn't even show up that much anymore because of work, he loves you.
Who's that?
Austin.
Parker. Oh, never mind.
Different guy. And Stephen R, before we go to break, Justin Ross did say $300 that you owe, done.
Hey, is that the guy that was worried about our long break last time?
Yeah.
Okay, time it. We're going to be right back.
All right, don't go
leave.
anywhere.
Justin, it's okay. Don't leave.
We'll be back after
right
this
back.
on the We Like Sportz Podcast.
Hold on. Manscaped, promo code, Sports with the Z. Shave your balls. Lawnmower 3.0. Ball shaver, ball deodorant, ball lotion for those ashy balls. Manscaped, promo code, Sports with the Z. We'll be,
An ashy ball. What does that mean?
We'll be right back on the We Like Sportz Podcast. Take it away, Peyton. No.
What? You have ashy balls, dude.
Manscaped.
If you're
bored in the house and I'm in the house bored. Bored in the house and I'm in the house bored.
Why not play with your balls? Our sponsor today, Manscaped, is here to make sure your balls are smooth while you or your partner are playing with them. Manscaped promotes clean hygiene when it comes to shaving your balls thanks to their Lawnmower 3.0. So a little side note, have you ever cut your balls while shaving them? I have, and that is painful. I would not ever do that again, and I would never shave my balls if it wasn't for Manscaped, because once I started using Manscaped, I no longer had to worry about the bleeding anymore. lawnmower. Also, for any new subscribers,
Laying
you'll
on
end up
the
getting
couch,
replacement
trying not to
blades
choke on his
refilled for
gauze.
your lawnmower 3.0 trimmer delivered to your door every 3 months, making sure your trimmer always stays fresh
I
and
have no
clean.
fucking
And for a limited
clue.
time, subscribers
go to
get not
my
only
boss and
one,
beg my
but 2
boss
free
and say,
gifts:
"Can
the
you
shed
please
travel
switch my
bag, which is a
fucking day
$39
around?"
value,
And he, like,
and a
gave me that
high-patented,
look like,
high-performance,
"All right,
anti-chafing
because you don't
Manscaped
call
boxer
off,
briefs.
you
This
can
is
do
the
this one,
perfect
because
package
instead of
for
them
your
making
perfect
schedule
package. Get
on
20%
Friday, now
off
they
and
make
free
it a few days
shipping with the
before,
code
so I
SPORTS with
caught
a
him at the
Z
right
at
time.
manscaped.com. That's 20% off with free shipping at Manscaped, and use the code SPORTS.
okay.
Make playing with your balls the best part of your day. Thanks, Manscaped.
No, I guess I can. Okay, I mean, it's sports related, but. Read? No.
Welcome back to the We Like Sportz Podcast with Pat, Peyton, Keith, Stephen R. Smith.
He didn't do anything you told him to do during the break.
He did jack shit.
Yeah, he was supposed to cut you off. He didn't do anything.
Well, brothers, I didn't want to break the fourth wall because I don't want to get sentimental about the next valuable piece of sports memorabilia that I have, and I want to share it with you gentlemen.
He's got this like a PBS auction.
How does one break the fourth wall when all we do is talk to the fourth wall?
Are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
I have here a hockey stick that was given. Did you see that, boys?
Wayne Gretzky.
You're damn right. You're damn Skippy. You're damn Skippy on a stripper's titty. Wayne Gretzky gave me this back in 1984. Excuse me, not 1984. He gave me this back in 1995, and we were watching the Anaheim Ducks, and this is right when the Mighty Ducks was around. And me, Emilio Estevez, and a few of the little ducks quack. They were shitting everywhere. So Wayne looks at me and Wayne says, "Stephen R., I know hockey is not big in your community. I know hockey is not big with some folks like you, but you have a great expedient mind, and you have a jubilant vocab when it comes to sports. And when it comes to me, I'm like Aquaman on that ice. And I'm going to give you my rock. So he had gave me this right here. And, we had kicked back the couple, and him and Emilio Estevez tried to teach a boy how to skate. And it wasn't working out. And some people say I hit my head, and I have not been the same since. So that's just another. So is CTE funny to you?
Yes. Keith is the one that laughed.
Yes, it is funny. Especially when it comes out like you.
but nonetheless, fellas, I just wanted to share this with you right here. This is given to me by the great Wayne Gretzky back in 1995 with Emilio Estevez and a few of the Ducks were there, and our Ducks were in the road. The Anaheim Ducks ended up losing that game 7-4 in that overtime period, and they went to triple ice overtime.
Because of Coach Bombay.
Quack, quack. Flying D.
Stephen Orr, what's your favorite movie, sports movie?
My favorite sports movie, man, I'm going to have to get down deep. My favorite sports movie
is Air Bud.
Okay, one of my favorite sports movies I'm going to give you is called Varsity Blues. James Van Der Beek's in it. A cast of slew. A young Paul Walker is in it before he was driving cars in the Fast and Furious. It's about a group of Texas high school boys who were forced to play the game of football from their pappis and their fathering down in the state of Texas, because some of you boys don't know, the state of Texas, football is a religion down there. It's rather the women sit at home. It's a damn religion down there. And the fact that we are talking about it right now is a Yahtzee Abakuman. And I don't want to offend nobody.
A what? A Yahtzee?
A Yahtzee Abakuman. Read the Bible. So... So in the movie Varsity Blues, the one quarterback gets hurt, and he was the star quarterback, and Coach Kilmer, can't remember the man that played him, was shooting the kids up with an extra dose of testosterone, and it was breaking the cartilages in their body at a young age. And these boys were maybe... What?
Forgive me, I'm not as well versed in the body as you are. What's a cartilages?
Cartilages. Cartilages is the how can I put it? It is the grease in the fat that keeps your bones lubricated so they don't pop drop.
So they don't pop drop.
I need some more.
So they don't pop and they don't drop.
What about locking?
If they lock, then you got to get surgery like your man Kevin Love did in the Eastern Conference Finals to get the Boston Celtics when Kelly Olynyk pulled his shoulder out. Mm-hmm. That's a pop you don't want.
Darn right. Lock it down.
But Varsity Blues, that's the favorite football movie. Favorite basketball movie, I'm going to have to go with my man. Excuse me. I'm going to have to go with my man Coffee Black and Will Ferrell and Semi-Pro. That's another good one. And that's kind of based on the true story, how the ABA became the NBA. And gentlemen, I believe that's about it. Those are my favorite sports movies of all time. Hello. Can you hear me? Hello. Hello. I can't hear. Hello. 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 Yes, I can hear you now, Verizon man.
Verizon man. All right.
All right, sorry about that. Birthday difficulties. What happened? Stephen Art, what happened on your end?
What happened on my end? I was in the middle of telling you about Semi-Pro.
Continue on with your Coffee Black.
Love me sexy. The story is almost, it's a true story almost about how the NBA became the ABA became the NBA. How they was taking small franchiseless teams and they wanted to make them into big market city teams. Like you had like the St. Louis Bucks. St. Louis ain't a basketball town and we all know that. St. Louis ended up going to Minneapolis. Minneapolis ended up going to the Lakers.
It's not even a football town anymore, Stephen R.
Exactly. So it all tells you that in pre-forum. It's the history of basketball also given to you without Dr. James Naismith.
Who's that?
The inventor of basketball, Mr. Dr. James Naismith.
No, I honestly didn't know that.
I didn't know it either.
Yeah. I thought that was just somebody you made
dude
up.
acts, yeah, like I'm supposed to know what that is, but I have no idea who Aubrey Huff is.
The name,
My bad.
the Naismith
Yeah,
Hall of Fame.
Oh,
World Series winner, Hall of Fame. Oh, you're right.
Stephen R. He's always frozen.
Are you okay, buddy?
What are your thoughts on the Indians getting no hit last week?
My man, I was thinking about you. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, my man, I was thinking about you. And I was hoping, because I remember when I was thinking about you, and I said, if my man deserves a good birthday present, he deserves a good Indians, nice home-cooked streaking win going into his birthday on the 21st. And when that no happened, I said, no, Peyton's gonna be upset. But I see that you put your chin up, you wiped those tears, the sun came out, the clouds moved, and you know there's gonna be more baseball to play. But I know, and you know damn well in your franchise that will never and should never happen again. They were 99% lucky and 1% chance damn dumb.
So you were thinking of me.
I'm playing.
Did your garage? Wait, sorry. What? Where are you at again? Live from where?
I'm live from one of my homesteads. I'm in one of my garages, like my man cave. I used to come in here with my father. He used to, come and discipline me. Or I would come in here and I would do woodwork. I would try to make my own basketball, make plays out. Come in here and draw and think about what would Jackie Robinson do in a stressed out situation. And this is my chi, my aura, my sanctuary.
Why would you try to make a basketball out of wood?
You got to start from the bottom like Drake.
What?
And I ain't there.
What the hell does that? What?
Drake, he's a hip hop artist.
I'm aware who Drake is, you jackass.
No, it makes sense from earlier, doesn't it? You see who I hang around with. I hang out with Stephen R.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
All right, you gotta change it up. So Cleveland Indians.
You want to change it up from Drake, basketball, and wood? Might not be a bad idea.
Oh, Ed in Columbus said, Tina Turner wish Ike had more no-hitters. Oh, my God. That is awesome. Funny. I like Ed in Columbus.
He said he could only hear Stephen R. too, so he's still running his mouth even when we had technical difficulties.
Okay.
That works out perfectly. Anyways, Cleveland Indians on May 7th are expecting 40% capacity for their home games, and that's also against the Reds. So, guys, I don't want to even get Stephen R. the floor yet because he's going to be like 30 minutes or less. No. But
I'm on a pizza. What? He's calling me 30 minutes or less. Where's the pepperoni? Where's the sausage? But right now, we're about to get to the bacon and the dough of this fax, Jack.
Jack.
All right.
I ain't playing.
He ain't playing.
So, with the Indians having 40% capacity, how much longer until they actually get to full capacity again?
Hopefully May 7th.
God damn.
What's May 7th?
When they're at 40% capacity.
I still think they're not.
Well, I want to say they do it.
Not to be 100% right now.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I want to say they do it particularly after the I want to say after the All-Star break, after the second half of the season.
Why?
I don't know. Like you can look at it as a restart, a rejuvenation,
When's
a
the
fresh
line
cup of juice
up for re-election?
Not soon enough.
That might be when it happens.
So September, October, November.
2022.
Right? Oh, that too.
Yeah. Yeah, I actually knew when he was up for.
Yeah, I got it now. But
so that could be when it happens.
I just want full capacity baseball.
November.
We never have full capacity baseball.
They took out seats.
Home opener.
Yeah, I guess the home opener is full capacity.
Playoff
World
games,
Series.
postseason.
Yeah.
Anything else though, it's never.
That hasn't happened in 2 years.
Dollar Dogs.
Do they do Dollar Dogs still?
They're
Well, not
actually,
now. They don't do
they're
promotions
actually
then.
starting them up.
Really?
May
Oh,
7th when
When the Reds are in town.
when the
Dollar Dog
they're
Night
doing
at
it because of
ballpark.
expanding capacity.
That's what. Yes, Dollar Dog Night. Hell yeah.
So what? What's 40%?
I kind of want to go to one of those.
I just want to go to a baseball game.
We should email the Indians and see if we could do a show live from there.
I could ask
and just smash hot dogs.
Oh,
that would
hey
be
Steven R, how's that sound? You're gonna be eating a lot of wieners.
Contest.
Oh, I forgot he was still with us. He's usually not quiet that long.
I was letting you brothers elaborate, and I was hearing the camaraderie ship, and I was hearing how great and everything was sounding, and man, it was bringing a heartfelt moment to your band, Steven R, because I don't want to seem like I take the show away from you gentlemen. So I was letting you have your moment.
Are you pacing?
Yes.
Why are you pacing?
What's that street sign behind you say?
Just yells at you.
The street sign behind me is something that fell in a neighborhood of mine, and I shouldn't really repeat the rest of that on air.
I don't think you should have that on screen right now.
Steven R, are you begging for money too at the same time? Like, it all makes sense now.
No, not at all. Not at all, gentlemen. Not at all, gentlemen.
Is your garage fully finished?
I wouldn't say it's one of my many quintessential garages that I have here in my homestead in the Steven R residence. So I can tend to sneak here when Tyler is not around and Betty doesn't know that I'm here.
So where are you staying at currently?
Currently, I'm bouncing between Riggs' house, or I might want to try to hit up Mr. Vince to stay at his house. I'm not afraid or allergic to animals.
So how do you have all of your stuff where you're at? Like your signed Serena Williams.
Maybe he drives a U-Haul
thing. How do you have like that street sign?
How does all your memorabilia
how is it
move
all
with
there?
you?
Yeah, it's weird.
Oh, I just, your man, I pack up some stuff. My good quintessential stuff, like a few suits and my good sports memorabilia. But the most important thing that I packed up was my heart for the sports.
I can't stand him.
You're so quick.
See, that's why you sitting down. You can't stand me.
Oh, man. Steven R.
Don't stand up. You went off screen last
Yeah, I
week.
know. I remember last week. Steven R. If in baseball, when it comes to stolen bases, Albert Pujols had his first stolen base since 2019. Do you think you could beat Albert Pujols in a foot race?
Big man Albert Pujols. Back in 2011 when he was playing for the St. Louis Cardinals and it was that World Series game. And this is a story that I thought I was never going to share and people won't believe me. But I said, Big Al. He said, what's up, Poppy? Poppy R. Smith. That's what he calls me.
Poppy R. Smith.
And yeah, baby. So he says, Poppy R. Smith, I'm built like a freight train, but I want to move like a Corvette. So I said, man, sometimes a freight train.
The producer just texted me and said that he just texted Betty and told her that you were in the garage. It's not good.
So anyway, gentlemen.
I bet he might be on her way.
So Albert Pujols had told me, he said, I want to slim down. And I said, man, some men are just built for greatness and some men are just built like freight trains. Yeah. And you need to run on diesel fuel. Yeah. Could I beat my man Albert Pujols in a foot race? I would like to say I could. Now, when I do run on my foot race, you're going to hear a lot of snap, crackle, and pop, and that's not cereal in my pants. That's your boy's joints from his L-glutamine, from his feet to his knees. But I believe I can beat my man around those 60 feet and 6 inches of a baseball diamond field.
What? I'm not really sure what you just said, but yep.
Who's Big Diesel?
I said I think I can beat Albert Pujols in a foot race around that 60 feet and 6'6" square diamond baseball field.
Square diamond.
The squared circle.
Squared circle. So we're not.
What's
caring,
amazing?
Now
to me
we're
is
not
he can
caring
actually
about
quote
shapes
himself.
and. So we don't. Okay.
Steven R. Jake Paul fight. What were your thoughts?
I think people need to leave Jake Paul alone.
What?
I think because I've been hearing a lot of people saying that he's all talk.
Yes.
He's getting lucky, shucky, ducky.
Yes.
I think the man's got haters. I think the people are running their mouth and they're getting big like gators.
Mm-hmm.
I think people just need to let this man keep throwing those hands, and eventually someone could be the one to knock him on his ass. Or someone could be the one to make him not ever want to step inside of the square circle ring again. But
So you don't know your shapes, but you want me to take your take on Jake Paul seriously?
I do know my shapes. I showed off my degrees and my diplomas when I was in the house and home last week.
Those were blank pieces of paper.
And that was 2 weeks ago.
And it was 2 weeks ago.
Those were not blank pieces of paper, brother.
Invisible ink?
No, not at all. But
So
I think the whole Jake
your
Paul.
diplomas with you, but you keep your Serena Williams.
That's weird.
Racket.
That was clearly bought at a thrift store.
No thrift stores, no. But I think Jake Paul, he's the man. He's hot right now, and when I mean that, the man is he's on fire with the media.
He's always on fire with the media because him and his brother do ridiculous things.
And exactly, and then the one brother was at the WrestleMania Mania.
Oh yeah.
So this is just their time right now, and eventually that fire will be put out. But for right now, just watch that flame blaze from afar.
Stephen R., are you going to get in the ring with Jake Paul?
You want to know what, Jake Paul? I will mess you up like your trail mix. I will eat you like you a fine dine trailer. I will destroy you like you a mean person. And I will get in that triple snakes like I'm the mama and you got a bad report card. Indefinitely.
I think your mom should have probably yelled at you for getting a bad report card, Stephen R. Smith.
I had nothing but straight A's and A crooked pluses because the pluses were so good they had to give it a crooked with it because they didn't know what to give your boy Stephen R. Smith. There was one time on my report card, I got so many A's, they put a halo on there because they said, this is the true angel in the outfield. I got confused for being the one little boy's friend in that movie growing up. If you know, you know.
Oh, that's so good. That made me mad. Good job. Good job. You got me to shut up.
What do the Paul brothers do on YouTube?
Like, do videos and stuff.
I've never watched
Literally, Stephen R., what do you know about the Paul brothers? I'm sure you're a big fan.
I know their hair looks like ramen noodles. I know they're from Ohio. I know they got tattoos.
Ramen noodles?
I know they got tattoos, and sometimes I feel like if those two and Machine Gun Kelly were in the same room, it would be an awkward threesome to watch. That's all I know about them, and plus the YouTube stuff.
What do they do on YouTube? Like, what are their videos about?
Well, I don't want to get into the one video because it's very, very extremely dark humor, and I don't want to get in trouble. But I think one probably should have been banned for a while after that situation where he recorded that he had no business in recording. But I guess I should get his damn lawyer.
I mean, I just want you to, this is Logan Paul's rap career.
It's every day,
he's a
bro.
rapper, too?
Yeah.
It's better than 2 meals.
The one dude from earlier that was, like, the beef,
Oh, you filled him in on
Yeah, just now.
Better than 2 meals. I like it. Good job.
It's
Good
guys
job.
that...
You could tell me
Peyton
after.
Vince.
I don't need to know now.
Peyton Vince.
Yes.
I know you're a fan of wrestling.
No. Go on.
But you don't like wrestling.
Yes, I do. Go on.
I got this about 90 days before Mr. Eduardo Guerrero passed away. It's a replica of his lowrider that is also a VCR rewinder tape.
That's honestly really cool, but like...
And it's engraved at the bottom. It's too long to read, and it's very sentimental. But
it says "Viva la Stephen R."
It says like "Viva la Rasta," things like that, things of the nature that me and him can affordably to because we kind of lived a similar life. And I've watched professional wrestling in Madison Square Garden, and I ran into him at a men's urinal. We were taking a piss next to one another, and I didn't lock eyes with him. And we talked, and we took the same terminal, and he said, "Mi raza," and he gave me this, and I can also rewind my tapes with it. So I figured
Stephen R., if you owned a restaurant, what kind of food would you serve?
Someone give my man Keith a drink. I hope he's okay.
I'm okay.
The kind of food I would serve, my number one main dish on the menu, it will be called Not Max Paprikash. That's the one main dish. It's called Not Max Paprikash. I would do a variety of foods. I would do foods that I feel like professional athletes should eat, and I would do foods that I feel like people that are not professional athletes, that they should get a good taste of the good life from. I will also make foods for people who want a carb load, people who want to lose weight. I will also have a cereal bar in that Summer McCritch. Do you understand what I'm saying?
What's a Summer McCritch?
A Summer McCritch. That's the name of the breakfast cereal that I'm trying to come out with.
What's it stand for?
What flavor is it?
Summer McCritch. It's very crunchy, and the flavor. Look, I can't do everything at once. Do you want the apple cereal? Pick one.
You pick one.
We finally got him overwhelmed. Like, I can't do everything all at once. That's good.
Go on. Talk. Speak.
DMX. So, just foods of all sources. An alcoholic bar past a certain time of the day. I will play sports of all sorts of nature. I will do an international sports hour on the second floor because some of us in the people in the UK, they like your cricket and your badminton and those other weird fancy sports that us Americans do not like or do not fancy or do not get into. I want to do a little bit for everybody and do a little bit for everything. Memorabilia on the wall. Peyton Hillis jerseys. Peyton Hillis autographs. Stephen R. autographs. The Haunting pictures. Matt Tiff pictures. Autographs. Peyton Vince sports cards in the back. Autograph. Rachel Penny autograph. Anybody that's got something to do with sports, I want them autographed and plaqued on the wall.
Why don't you mention Keith?
I did. I really didn't, but the man knows what I'm talking about.
It's okay. I don't need to be mentioned.
All right, Stephen R., before we go to break, what is the funniest pickup line that you've heard?
Sorry about that. I had to freshen up.
Are you ready?
The funniest pickup line I ever heard. Are you ready?
I'm ready whenever you are.
This is the funniest pickup line I ever did. And let me tell you the situation before I'm going to get into it. I was at Yankee Stadium and I was watching the Bronx Bombers take on, I believe it was the Minnesota Twins. And I was sitting there. I was sitting there with a date. No Stone Cold. I was sitting there with a date. And I looked at my date and I told myself, I said, Stephen, no, I gotta hit one big right now. While my man, Nick Swisher, was at the plate, I gotta match him. So I know he might hit big, but I know I'm gonna hit bigger.
Nick Swisher
so your
sucks.
man Nick Swisher struck. Excuse me. He struck out, but I know I wasn't. So I looked over at my date and she said, Stephen R., you got something to say? And my pickup line was this. Baby, I got 3 balls and 2 strikes. Let's walk.
Stephen R., take us to break really quick.
Manscaped, shave your balls. I'm getting my Betty back. I didn't touch your paprikash.
Is it Betty or Max?
I can't do it all, boys.
You're bored in the house and I'm in the house bored. Bored in the house and I'm in the house bored.
Why not play with your balls? Our sponsor today, Manscaped, is here to make sure your balls are smooth while you or your partner are playing with them. Manscaped promotes clean hygiene when it comes to shaving your balls thanks to their Lawnmower 3.0. So a little side note, have you ever cut your balls while shaving them? I have, and that is painful. I would not ever do that again, and I would never shave my balls if it wasn't for Manscaped, because once I started using Manscaped, I no longer had to worry about the bleeding anymore. Also, for any new subscribers, you end up getting replacement blades refilled for your lawnmower 3.0 trimmer delivered to your door every 3 months, making sure your trimmer always stays fresh and clean. And for a limited time, subscribers get not only 1, but 2 free gifts: the Shed Travel Bag, which is a $39 value, and the high-patented, high-performance, anti-chafing Manscaped Boxer Briefs. This is the perfect package for your perfect package. Get 20% off and free shipping with the code SPORTS with a Z at manscaped.com. That's 20% off with free shipping at Manscaped, and use the code SPORTS. Make playing with your balls the best part of your day. Thanks, man.
Like Sports Podcast. My name is Stephen R. Smith, and I'm here with Peyton Vince, Pat, who barely say Jack, and my man Keith Moneyman Migra. How we doing today, boys?
How do you expect me to talk when that's all you do?
Damn.
Stephen R. So, changing topics and actually getting something sports-wise. It makes so much sense, this topic for you.
Yeah.
But a specific individual... It didn't come out like English.
Knocked it out.
A specific...
Like Stephen R.
Yeah.
Give a wave. But anyways, Stephen R., a specific individual, said that the Browns are contenders to win the Super Bowl. That individual is Max Kellerman.
Let me tell you something about Max Kellerman.
We need to find
Max Kellerman must be out of his money-flipping monkey-ass mind. And let me tell you something, man.
We might be canceled now.
I don't think the Cleveland Browns will probably make the Super Bowl. I think the Cleveland Browns will probably make it to the AFC Championship game and then suffer defeat then. And I also think the year after that, they could possibly make the big game. We could see the Cleveland Browns on the way to history where you get off one on your arch rival, the Steelers, in the wild card playoff game. And then you make it to the divisional game that people think you had no damn business being in the first place. And then you almost smelled the Browns. And then you almost smelled victory, but you couldn't get past Chad Henne. So I believe this is going to happen in the growing pains for the Cleveland Browns. But can I talk about something football related, speaking of Cleveland?
Go ahead, Stephen R. You haven't stopped yet.
Marshawn Lattimore got arrested. Did you guys elaborate on that?
Wait, what?
Marshawn Lattimore was arrested in the greater Cleveland area. Yes.
Wasn't it like a month ago?
I just seen it on the local Fox 8 News up here. My boy Gabe was talking about it, and I was boo-hooing because I said, damn, Marshawn. Now, you could have called your boy Stephen R. I'm probably a few blocks or so away.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he ended up...
Again?
Yeah. Cops were telling him that he's going to shoot his dick off.
Cops told Marshawn
Lattimore.
I'm thinking this might be like news after the arrest.
Yeah, they released the body cam.
Okay,
yeah,
so he wasn't arrested again.
The cop said he was going to shoot.
So they say he was going to Cheddar Bob himself from 8 Mile.
Correct.
I respect that reference.
Next question, boys.
How ambitious are you?
Let me tell you about my ambition, y'all, because this is about to be fire.
What? Oh,
it's a gas can.
Okay.
Let me tell you something about my ambition. My ambition, I wake up every single morning and I urinate excellence. And I crack 4 eggs and 3 hot tamale candies with 2 Mike and Nikes. And your man drinks that every single day as I start my day.
That wasn't
and then I read a quote.
Dude. That's because that's how you drink stuff. That cannot be good for your stomach.
Well, I guess the doctor is in. Keith, how you doing? So when I'm drinking my eggs and my hot tamale candy and Mike and Nikes in the blender, I look at a quote from one of the great Boston Celtics, Danny Ainge, and that quote says this: "You can do whatever you want. Just make sure your ass stretch and you eat a good breakfast." And when your boy reads that, I know I can accomplish anything. And then I go out here and I hit the world and I keep my feet and I go 100 miles running. I go 100 miles running out here trying to get my app. I go 100 miles running on here when I was defending We Like Sportz champion. I do 100 miles running when I'm on here trying to help you boys grow this product like a bigger tree than Snoop Dogg can ever smoke in his entire life. That's my ambition and my futurity.
What's futurity mean?
Futurity, my greatness, my stride, my fruit stripe gum.
How did you celebrate 420?
The man celebrated 420. I celebrated it with Mike Tyson. I also celebrated 420 with Josh Gordon. Also celebrated 420 with your man, former Miami Dolphins running back Ricky Williams. So I celebrated with the greatest 420s of one of the greatest sports of all time. And let me tell you something.
Cheech and Chong. Everybody that wore 20.
Say that again.
I said it would have been funny as hell if you named off everybody that wore number 20, so you had 4 20s.
Man, let me tell you something. I could do that math, but I don't want it to confuse you because of my degrees and my diplomas and the degrees and standards of the math that I know. The math that I know is different from the math you learned in all senior form secretaries of school. I know sports math. I know car math. I know refrigerator math.
What?
What's refrigerator math?
Refrigerator math, like 475 volts into Freon.
And car
Times
math?
that by what? What?
Car math.
Car math. Vroom, vroom, 476,000 miles times your gas mileage.
How the hell did you go back in mileage? What? What? Give us that example again.
Hey, you
car
can't do it all.
Car math.
I can't do it all, guys.
Car math. Your gas mileage. 1,287.46. Now divide that by the RPMs on the wheels that are spinning. Equals
what?
Oh, you want it equals the velocity that you should be going 35 miles in certain areas and 25 and 20 in school zones.
So basically, just read any sign on the road, and that's what you use car math.
Sports math.
Please explain. What's sports?
Sports math. Okay. Mm-hmm. I'm trying to think of a pitcher's name at the moment I can think of that's got a really good heater.
Randy
Give me a pitcher. Say that again.
Randy Johnson.
Randy Johnson throws a curveball at 108 miles per hour with the wind blowing at
a curveball at 108 miles an hour.
That was the one that
with the wind blowing at a southeast degree at 80 degrees miles itself. How long would the batter take to swing before the wind accumulates the right angle before the pitch is thrown?
How many times did the dove have to flap his wings to get in front of that 108 mile an hour curveball?
Brother, you got the answer right there. I think we on the same level. Now I'm not like a teacher and tell you to show your work. I believe you.
This is literally just you making zero sense. All right, so hold on.
Honestly, wouldn't celebrate my birthday any other way without Stephen R.
Absolutely. So, sports math is, for one, whoever can hit a 108 mile an hour curveball, I'm drafting them. But now explain to us again don't even explain. What's the answer?
What, to the sports math?
Mm-hmm.
The sports math was the dove. It equals dove.
But dove isn't a number. You always have to find a number in the equation. I'm not great at
dove
math.
Like pi? Like it's just a long decimal?
Speaking of dove, let me get. Speaking of dove, today's the 5-year anniversary of when Dove did cry. The man Prince passed away. Mr. Purple Rain himself. Mr. Rest in peace to greatness. That man, because that man could play some basketball. And if Prince was alive right now, I guarantee my contacts, we will be doing a one-on-one basketball expose today. Rest in peace to the man Prince. And I do respect with the city of Minnesota how they do wear the purple and have the purple all over the city, kitty, for that man, the Minneapolis light-skinned short man Prince.
What other versions of math do you know?
What did you learn in school? That's what I want to know.
Okay, what I learned in school, I learned different languages. I learned sorts of math.
Threw them all together, and that's your language.
I took a class for 3 years, and it was called Rosetta Stone Technologies. And in Rosetta Stone Technologies, I've sat next to Mr. Kobe Bryant, and he taught me French. I sat next to Dirk Nowitzki, and I learned some German. I sat next to Mr. Mark Cuban, and I learned how to speak Benjamins and cigar. In those classes, I've learned great.
Can you say something in cigar for us?
Something in cigar for you? No, it goes like this. I don't know if I want that rum, but I might buy that $300 bottle anyway.
You owe somebody $300.
Yeah,
though.
how are you gonna? So wait a minute.
That's just an example of how to talk with Mark Cuban and
so
that language.
You know how to speak cigar, but you didn't learn from Bill Clinton.
Your man, Bill Clinton, when he was in office, I was busy traveling.
Or
Your
did he
man
just
had
teach
no
you how to
name.
lie to Betty?
What about Betty?
I think Pat's banging Betty.
We explained that.
Betty is.
Betty was my wife. Pat is with Pat. My man Pat. I guess it's awkward when I go over there and I try to sneak into the house and I want to see the child that they created that is mine because I own legal rights to the child, but I just
they created that is mine. So how do you own legal rights?
Because I can't have children because I met a transformer in the subway in New York City and I got zapped.
You've met a real life I thought a real life transformer. You hung out with Caitlyn Jenner.
Transformer,
not Transformer. Did you say Transformer? It was Bruce.
I met a transformer. Optimus Prime was in the 5 Borough train station, and he had zapped me right in my kitty beans.
Kitty beans. What's a
my kitty beans? My genitals. With Shawn Michaels,
the
Degeneration.
Is that why your balls are ashy? Is that why your balls are ashy?
Well, they're not after I manscape and I use the ball shaver, ball lotion, and ball deodorant. What about your balls?
Not very good. So wait a minute. Say something in French. He never said
he did. Kobe.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I took French with Mr. Kobe Bean Bryant, and this is what I learned in French with Kobe.
Mm-hmm.
Kobe told me he used to have this French joke where Paul Gasol also can speak a little bit of the language. And I guess Gasol would be at the post with his butt against the defender getting ready to do a layup or an alley-oop. Mm-hmm. And you know what Kobe Bryant told me what he used to tell Paul Gasol in French? He used to tell Paul Gasol in French, Je m'appelle on se twinque. And what that means is, boy, turn that yellow jersey ass around and dunk on this man.
I love that it started in French too. Like, je m'appelle once, which is a number, I think.
Yeah, and what is a Twinkie?
Twinquette.
What's a Twinkette? It sounds like a little Twinkie.
With the asterisks and the unbox and everything, I will teach you how to write in French next time I see you, my man. We go take I will pay for your Rosetta Stone classes when your boy gets back on his feet. I will pay for you and the family and the boys. I will pay for the Rosetta Stones, and we all can speak the language of love and Stephen R.
Son of a bitch.
What's wrong, my friend? What's
Nothing.
going on?
Shut up and keep talking.
Stephen R., where do you pull out these words
Yeah,
from?
dude, how do you get so lucky when you say things that they actually mean something in that language?
No bullshit. Last week, Stephen R. helped out Pat.
Hey, what was that dish that you ate?
The dish? What dish?
With the fries and the gravy and the...
Oh, poutines.
No, that's not it.
I think it was... No, which one?
What is it, poutines? Oh, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it was poutine or what?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a Canadian dish that I had when I was staying in Canada for a while, when I was trying to cover hockey, and I was trying to...
Son of a bitch! Yeah, I was blown the fuck away. It emerged in Quebec, Canada in the late 50s. It's a dish of French fries and cheese curds topped with a brown gravy. And he knew that. Yeah.
Your man don't get lucky. My name is not Andrew. My name is Stephen R. Do you understand what I'm saying? The knowledge, yes. the schooling that I had, and the stuff that I went through, I can write a book. I can do it all. I can cartwheel. And if I can throw a baseball over 70 miles per hour, then damn it, I know I can hit the lottery too.
What? How do any of those things connect?
I got to read it in the stars, brother.
What?
What's your favorite constellation?
My favorite constellation is called Cassiopeios. And let me tell you something about Cassiopeios. Cassiopeios, to me, it looks like a belt. It looks like a belt that your man Hulk Hogan will wear. It's to me, it also looks like the side of Homer Simpson's hair. It kind of bounces up and down. It's Cassiopeios. I used to see it all the time in the 5 boroughs when I used to stand on top of the project building. Cassiopeios.
Stephen R.
There's got to be something we can get him on. Yeah.
You are like Rain Man.
There's got to be
He's
something.
definitely retarded.
Stephen R., what does the R stand for at this point?
We figured it out.
Real mother, you know what?
All right. Stephen R., what was the darkest movie you've ever seen? Let's see how this goes.
One of the darkest movies I've ever seen in my life. It was in 1995, and it starred your boy Shaquille O'Neal, and it was called Kazam. And seeing that man Shaq act as a damn genie is very dark and it's very scary. The man belongs on the post, dribbling balls from Kobe Bryant. Turn that big tweaky jersey around and dunk on this man.
What's it called? Kazam?
Yeah.
Kazam. Shaquille O'Neal, 1995.
1996, but you're pretty damn close.
Maybe he got a pre-screening because he's so special.
Don't help him.
I didn't think I made the pre-screening that day because I was nobody at that time. I was the undercarriage, the underbelly, the understudy, the job, the curtain jerker when it came to the sports analytics. I used to carry bags for Linda Cohen. I used to rub a certain ESPN's executive's feet that I'm not allowed to talk about because there's a restraining order against us at the moment, and I had to go to counseling.
What kind of counseling?
Boy, I was messed up.
That doesn't help.
Why
we knew
was,
that.
Why was it so dark?
Seeing Shaq act is very scary.
Yep.
Do you want to see my Shaquille O'Neal impression?
Yes.
Go for it. Please, Stephen R., please.
I'm Shaquille O'Neal, and I'm going to do the thing for the ring, and I'll call it right. Shut your ass up.
Dude. Oh, man.
You're on another level tonight. That's some good stuff right there. Can you do any other voices?
Dude, Donald Trump.
This is your boy Stephen R.'s former president, Donald Trump. It's a suspenders accusation. Excuse me, brothers. That's a hard one. I because I don't want to, because I have to grab somebody by a certain area just to get into a certain mode for that.
Oh.
That was good.
Oh, man. What's your best example? Speaking of which, what's your best example of easy come, easy go?
My best example, easy come, easy go, besides the relation I got with the producer Tyler and that arranged marriage that I got with him and my ex-wife. My best solution for easy come, easy go is
that just like an average night for you?
Oh, brother. I'm going to give you two examples. An easy come, easy go is when a team gets swept or sweeps a team in a playoff format. Now, outside of sports, when it comes to easy come, easy go, excuse me, I had to burp. Excuse me again. Easy come, easy go outside of sports. Gentlemen, the best way I can put it is you cannot get zapped in the testicles by a transformer.
What? Does that make it hard to go and hard to come?
It made me sterilizable, and I couldn't have kids.
Made you what?
Sterilizable. I couldn't produce children. I was sterilizable.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
I even tried to take performance enhancement dickamentation pills, and it didn't even help. Performance enhancement dickamentation pills. PE did this.
What's the diggamentation, though?
It was supposed to help me with my fertilization.
Hey, who killed Tupac?
Who killed Tupac? Shakur, let me tell you something about that night in September 1996. The man Tupac Shakur was driving with his man Suge Knight, owner of Death Row Records. And on that night, they had just left the Mike Tyson fight, and there was a gang war. Who I think killed Tupac Shakur, I think the streets did it.
Who?
And I think it's
streets.
Excuse me. I think the streets did it, and I think somebody in the streets ain't talking. And if somebody ain't talking, this man is not breathing, rapping, or walking. And it's a damn shame. And if you kill Tupac, you a mother effing lame.
Hey, but Andrew Tankersley really wants answers, so you should give him the full in-depth analysis.
Of what?
I would try my
Tupac.
hardest. I would do some. Tell your man Andrew I would do some investigation at Pizza Hut first.
What about Taco Bell?
Taco Bell, no, they make your colon smell.
But anyways, the in-depth analysis. Tupac, what is it?
I think somebody in the streets killed him. For all I know, it could be Carmen Sandiego that did it. For all I know, it could be Bob the Builder that did it. I was watching an episode of The Simpsons. Maggie Simpson shot Mr. Burns. It could be a baby that sucks on the pacifier and don't talk for 32 years that did it.
All right, Stephen R., what's the most physically painful thing you've ever experienced?
The most physically painful things I ever
Probably
experienced, I was
getting
hanging out with my man Johnny Tennessee from Jackass and Steve H. And I was hanging out with those Jackass guys and they said, Stephen R., I'm Johnny Tennessee. Welcome to Jackass. And he kicked me so hard in my testicles, man. He hit a 2-run homer out the park.
So that
You
was
okay,
more.
G?
That was more painful than being zapped by a transformer in the testicles.
I didn't feel it. I seen it, but I didn't feel it with the transformer because I looked him in the eyes and it all happened so fast. And I didn't know if I was in love or this was going to hurt.
Stephen R., serious question, though, before we end
Wizards are up by 4.
That's good news. But, Stephen
With 50
R.,
seconds to go.
who hurt you?
Let me tell you what hurt me first. I grew up in a very messed up situation in my household. I grew up in a house where my mother couldn't cook and my father couldn't speak. I grew up in a house where my sister had bad breath and my brother had ugly feet. The community that I lived in hurt me first because I used to get called things like nerd. I used to get called things like whale butt. I used to get called things like bug-eyed freak. So I took all that motivation and I took it into sports. Now, sometimes in sports, your man wasn't treated right. I wasn't treated fairly and I wasn't treated with dictionary dignity. But I prevailed and I bounced back because I can't let people hurt me if I allow it to hurt myself. I'm not a tree, damn it. I can just get up and leave. But it all started from home and then I had to put the Band-Aid over that first. I got my mama some cooking lessons. I got my sister a good orthodontist because her breath smells that damn bad. I got my brother a good foot pedicure. And my daddy was gone because he was a damn sucker. But guess what? The R family survived. I survived. It started at home and I fixed it.
So, Stephen R., before we end up going, Ed in Columbus wants to know if the R is for Renaissance Man. And he also wants to know...
Also for the Renaissance Man because I owe the Renaissance Hotel a little bit of cash my damn self.
And he also wants to know if you could spell Tennessee.
Tennessee, are you ready for this?
Whenever you are.
Okay, because it's hard because I know so many different languages and so much knowledge. I got to convert from degreeism to civilian life. And that's no downplay on none of you gentlemen at the moment. Tennessee. TENISS number 10. Tennessee.
Stephen R., before we end up closing this birthday spectacular of the We Like Sportz podcast, what are your closing thoughts at this point?
Hold on, just before. We had a comment on the Facebook, and Tim said this show is easy come, easy go.
Yeah.
Kind of like a softball team.
Yeah. Honestly, I mean, he's still watching, though. Yeah, that's the funny part.
Yeah. Is there a problem with Tim?
Well, I mean, let's just say he kind of has small dick syndrome. Somebody said it best, and it wasn't even directed to him, but Andrew ended up kind of referencing it.
I thought Tim Barton was a good guy. He always pops in.
He's not a bad guy.
He just doesn't.
He doesn't like shot. I'll take my shot on my own.
Yeah, and he doesn't like Stephen R. and the entertainment factor.
Okay,
so.
Stephen R. Really? What are your thoughts?
Yeah, Stephen R. Close the show.
Bye. What are my thoughts on what?
Life.
My thoughts on life is this. Don't take it so damn serious. What you need to do is open up your mind and learn new things. And if you don't like the We Like Sportz podcast, and if you don't like your man Stephen R., you can shove the R that's in my name directly up your A. Do you understand? Because we are here Wednesday nights, 7:30 to 9:30, putting butts in seats, making people smile, and the girls with the thick thighs that are down on Prospect watching the Cleveland Indians play, we're making y'all happy. And if you're not happy, then don't watch. We're here to make you happy. And Tyler, I hope you make Betty happy. And she has a nut allergy.
Did you say she has a nut allergy?
There better not be peanuts in that house, Tyler.
All right, Wednesday, 7:30 to next week, 7:30 to 9:30. Tune in. Stephen R's back. Pat's back. Keith's back. We'll have a full
I was
house.
coming back.
You want to talk to Stephen R?
I'll be here.
But thank you guys for tuning in. Stephen R, last word, literally.
I didn't eat your papakosh.